are seeing, and I trust that you are seeing it well, is the end of the concrete piece of the road. So from here, that's the end of the concrete piece. And then I'm going to show you what happens after you leave this, or the state of the road, sorry, after you leave this concrete pitch. Thank you for joining Emonews. And we are in Kayambook, Marigot. And you can see all of this is incomplete. All of this is gravel. And so we're just showing you the state of the road, and the paragraph is saying that it's since before Maria, this is like this. After the last upgrade of the Douglas shaft. Okay, so he will give us some more information. As he said, he's a resident here, so he knows firsthand everything which went on here. So we're just showing you the condition of the road. And that little block of concrete that I'm seeing, find the distance, is that what you're saying that you did recently?
Yeah, we did it last week, Saturday.
And is that because it was so damaged? It was a hole?
Was area in the road.
The road was sunk?
So we did 45 feet by 8 feet, so we can make it motorable for at least before we do.
And this continues way up?
Yeah, it stopped in the bend and then pave the hill and then leave an next.
So after we get a comment from Mr. Tony Charles, we will continue on the road to show you exactly what he's talking about. So yes, Mr. Charles, so we saw a piece of I showed the viewers where the concrete stopped. So can you just tell us a little bit about the project?
Well, the project, I'm going to go before the project.
That's fine.
This road, as I said, was damaged from upgrade or the new fisheries complex at Marigot Fisheries. It's a nice fisheries, no complaint. All the stuff was taken from all the rock, stone, everything was taken, river stuff was taken from that river. Mirai company saved millions of dollars from removing this stone justly. It was close proximity. Then Venezuelans came. Raid takes some more stuff in the river, and Colas came to pave the thing, and then Colas said they were going to fix the road. They actually test the Colas at the end of the road. Then Colas disappeared. We bear it out, we're talking about over 10 years now. Sometimes over 15 years now. We bear it out, we bear it out, we bear it out. Then, luckily, but unfortunately, we get some money from BAM, Banana Austerity Measure. They gave it to a St. Lucian company. Then Maria came. So I don't know if Mario blew away the rest of the money. They did not complete the project. So the piece that we saw from the main road to just this area there was done by BAM? Yeah, BAM. Okay. Then the other next piece they did up there. Then they abandoned the rest. No, 1 second before you continue. So do you know how far BAM was BAM, the money that they had was supposed to do the entire road? The entire road. Okay. The entire road. Okay. And what happened is that the engineer, the government engineer, are now coming and say the road was poorly done. After they did all that, and they wanted to scrape up all the whole road. So we said no, leave the road how it is. The road is motorable but challenging, and we'll try to fix the unpaved area and work with what we have here. So actually the government gave me some 50,000 constituency account, blah blah blah. So we did a little patching on other feeder roads. Now today I'm coming and visiting my mother. I hear about Page and company coming to do some upgrade. I say upgrade on what? Okay, you want to upgrade your airport, pass in your airport perimeters. Because here is not important for airport people. Pass in your perimeter. Here is not motorable for no vehicle, much less for big machines. If you want to pass here, voila. Fix it and make it motorable before any work starts here. Because we was promised after Mirai, promised after Colas, bam, nothing was done. So we cannot take no promissory note no more. Just fix it or pass somewhere else. Do your work somewhere else. Pass in your fence. You have your whole fence line, pass in your fence. Look at this. Look at the fence line. Can you see the other fence line? Can security guard this fence line there to the next fence line? Think about it. Can you guard your fence line up here?
Okay, so this is the fence line for the Melvin Hall Airport.
And what right way it is?
And you are...
Well, look at the fence line. You cannot see the fence line. You cannot see the fence line. You have to go on the van and you stand up on the van. You cannot see the fence line. It was waste of money. That is what the budget I was talking about, Marigot budget. They waste the money for the fence line. That is what happened. Look at the fence line going all up there. Do you actually know that guys were planting marijuana under security there? The marijuana was planting there. Security guys are not going to go in grass. They happened to find it because, no, it's facts. It's facts, you know, yes, they found the marijuana in there because they was cutting down some big bush that was growing. Then wild dogs growing in there, when airport...
Okay, so you are saying that it's not properly maintained?
No, you cannot properly maintain somewhere that is vastly fenced. How security go down watching grass? How security go watching grass? Man does fence in place because they own the land as fence in place? No, do it originally. You can buy the land, but control and tell people what to plant. But you're going to fence everywhere for wild dog to breed and grow and run on S Street. And then you're going to tell me you're going to build international airport. And I hope you correct your manager to tell him how to fence the place. Because that is not regulation. That is not proper. I will get airport 8 years in. You cannot see the fence line. Security cannot see fence line to fence line. Anyway, that is not my business. My road I want to get fixed. My road is over 15 years I need to get fixed. That's all I say. Fix it, make it motorable. Any machine can pass on it once it's motorable and it is done properly. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Mr. Charles. So once again, we're going to try to show you as far up as possible, show you the damage that the road has suffered. And you can see this is somebody's farm right there. In the distance, you can see the lovely piece of, let me see if I can zoom in for you to see the lovely piece of bananas that's in between the coconuts. That's a lovely piece of banana or plantain that's in the distance there. So this is farm road, like he said. There are few more houses over that hill. And again, in the distance, you are seeing the piece of concrete that he mentioned that they just did. And so if I were to rephrase what he's saying is that two things. One, the road needs to be fixed properly because they do not want the equipment and so on to come on the road and further damage it, because this is the road that the farmers use and the residents use, so they do not want it to be further damaged. And secondly, they're also saying from before that they would like locals to be employed in this project. So again, this is the condition of the road. So it is from a little way back. I started this live showing you where the concrete stopped. You saw the concrete from the main road, and then at the beginning of the live I showed you where it stopped, and then we have seen this on the road since then. And the pirate said he was able to get some money to do some roads, so he did this piece of concrete that you are seeing in the distance, as well as some other feeder roads in the community. So we are going to try to just show you a little bit over the hill in a little bit. To remind you that the views expressed on this live are not necessarily those of Emonews, and we will not accept, and Emonews will not accept any responsibility for any statements made therein.
I'm responsible for my statement.
And this is farm. As you can see, I'm seeing some red fruit trees. I'm seeing, we just passed a dwelling home, and of course he lives on his farm. I see some other farm. I think that looks like some fowl. Is that fowl? Yeah.
And there's a poultry farm.
Okay, so this is farm area. So this is the road that we were saying. This is the piece that they did recently. So you can imagine how damaged it was. So they recently did it. Continues. And I don't know if you can feel the movements of the vehicle. It's very rocky.
Show them the forest in the fence line. Show them the forest.
And this. I think this is something that's very close to the power rep's heart because he keeps coming back to it.
Yeah. I grew up here.
So you're saying that they did the fence too in.
Fence
If that's what you're saying?
You can monitor that.
So they should have put the fence line closer in. That's
right
what you're saying.
Down there.
Okay. So that's the S repair, and like I said, this seems to be an issue that's really, really close to the power rep's heart. So we're just briefly mentioning it. Okay, so yes, we are over the ridge now. We are seeing the S strip. We are seeing this other piece of concrete. So was this piece of concrete done by BAM as well?
Yes, by BAM.
Okay, so do you know why they skip the middle?
I don't know. Maybe the hill was worse.
Okay,
So they fixed the hill.
okay, this area here.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sure the farmers are very grateful for this little piece of relief from the condition that we saw earlier. And then again it continues from there. So we can stop here. And we have the other dwelling home. Because your home, yes, is in. We have about 5 more homes.
Yeah.
About that. About 5 more homes in. And again, this is the road that a lot of farmers use on a daily basis, as well as the residents there. You want to go and show? Okay, so we are going to show the end of the strip.
We're going to do the extension.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good place to show.
Yeah, we're going to do the extension.
And he seems to know a lot about
It's a quarter mile they're going to do. The quarter mile they're going to do.
So he will take it from him.
And the quarter mile is actually within the fence. So, but now the thing is that now they're going to have to pass here. But the road is not the condition for no motor people to pass it. Only for farmers and residents. The road has to be fixed before any
Yeah, because you're saying that the heavy equipment is going to damage it further.
Yes.
And
Disrupt the residents and the farmers' operation. It has been disrupted for over 15, almost 2 decades now. Yeah, make it disrupt again.
What's happening on the main road with the heavy equipment.
This was pitch road before the construction.
We saw just a little pitch. Yeah.
No, I don't talk about what you see there. This was actually full asphalt.
Yes.
From I grew up here.
Yes.
The concrete road wasn't in existence. You see how this, they left. We tell them passing the fence line and they passing the fence line.
They did pass in the fence. So that's the red.
Yeah, they passed the fence line.
Okay.
They did what they had to do.
We should have stopped a little to show.
You can go and stop and see.
Oh, okay.
They have the fence line, passing your fence line.
Okay, so one of the issue is solved. So one of the issue is solved in that the heavy equipment is not going to be on this road to further damage the road. And then the second issue was that locals needed to be employed. So if they found another access,
that means do you think
the second issue will be looked at?
No, it will not be looked at. As usual.
And do you have any plans for that?
No, the locals will be talking. We'll have a meeting on that and we'll hold a town hall and we'll decide what we're going to do. What's the next course of action? As you see, the disrespect again. Nobody called, nobody saying anything. But tell them to stay in the fence line.
And this is the fence line. And again, you are seeing the road. Really, really terrible. Can you imagine your vehicle on this day in and day out?
My
so
parents
you see
also.
some more dwelling houses back in
Go
here.
right up by the gate.
So the extension is going to be up to this area, up to the fence line?
Actually,
Or they have to
they're
move,
going to
the
move that
fence line?
fence line
Okay.
back to the next fence. There are two fence
Oh,
lines.
there are two fence lines. So yes, I'm seeing one
And
here.
one for the
and
runway.
then-
For the runway, actually stuck behind there.
Okay.
They're just going to level this out. This is a simple slope. They're just going to level this out. Simple. Just level this out and extend the runway, as you can see. It's a simple work, you know. You don't need no rocket science and no PH and company to come and do that. It's a simple work. This is not no big mountain. Simple.
Okay, so we are seeing the heavy equipment in the distance there working. And so they did not pass on this road. So did they pass on the airstrip? They had to pass on the airstrip at some point.
But you can do little damage, like.
So that's the situation here in Marigot. So we just wanted to show you the road that was being referenced. And so again, we are saying goodbye. Any last words, Mr. Charles, before we leave?
No, well, not really, but again, just stay within your fence line. If you're not willing to fix the road, we'll be out with our old road, extend your airport, and that's all. Stay within your fence line. Simple.
And with that, we are saying goodbye from Emonews, and thanks for joining.